This new Google AI is about to make your work 10 times easier. It blends the insane power of the latest Google AI with quite literally anything you could want it to know. It can learn from any of your documents, any PDFs, notes, processes. You can even give it links to YouTube videos which will automatically download the transcript and understand. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to go from never using it before to getting dangerously effective with it. I'll show you how you can talk to your own files, your information, get Google's AI to think with you, create ideas, analyse any of the information you want it to, and here is the most powerful bit that gets me excited. It can generate podcasts from that information just by a click of a button. It can build mind maps for you, academic reports from all the data and the things you've spoken about, and it can summarize data as well as build flashcards so you can learn from the things you upload, all from a click of a button, completely for free, thanks to the wonderful and amazing Google. Honestly, I've never seen anything that can do what this does so quickly, easily, and most importantly, completely for free. I've spent a decade improving business processes and the last 5 years figuring out how to make AI actually valuable to us in our work. And this version of Google's tool I'm talking about right now is not only completely free, but honestly, genuinely one of the most amazing tools that you will find 1,000,001 uses for. You have to be mad to not at least try it. And the free version lets you build your own notebook with 50 pieces of data that you pick to add to build your own knowledge base alongside Google's AI. You can take text from any book you might be learning from or just reading, a PDF document you might have, different articles online you can copy and paste, spreadsheets, your own notes. You could put your blinking diary into it. And my favourite bit is putting those YouTube links in so you can learn from all your favourite different creators or people that you want to take information from and analyse what they're saying. And it'll take the transcript of the YouTube video and build the knowledge base on it that you can extract all these different things afterwards. Once it's all loaded in, you can all talk to it like it's some all-seeing, all-knowing brain of knowledge specifically on the things that you're studying or working on. All at a click of a single button. The use cases are mind-blowing. The list just keeps going on, and the more you understand how to use the tool, you can find use cases for yourself. So the worst thing you could be doing is not trying to use it. So by the end of this video, I'm going to talk you through 3 simple things that will get you hitting the ground running with Google Notebook. First off, we're going to cover what Google Notebook actually is, where you can find it, how you can create an account, and most importantly, why it's such a huge upgrade for your work compared to perhaps other AI platforms you might have tried before. 2, we're going to show you how to build your own notebook. It's stupidly simple and probably takes like less than 10 seconds. And 3, I'm going to give you 3 use cases that I've already used with the notebook that you can start using today that will add value not only to your life and your work that you're doing right now, but even if you work in a company or run a business, it will bring value to the people that work for you. Let's answer the first question. What is Google Notebook? Google Notebook is very, very, very simple. It is taking the power of Google Gemini, which is Google's version of AI. It's like ChatGPT, but Google's version. You've definitely used it. In fact, it's probably the AI that most people have used it. Why? Because it works on Google. Here is an example of Google Gemini. Why are cats evil? Cats are not evil. Well, we have not got off to a great start, as in my opinion, cats are evil, and Gemini's got this one wrong. But whether you agree or disagree, let's move on because it's a fantastic AI platform. So Notebook is blending Google Gemini with any data that you could possibly want it to know, work for you, understand, learn from, and build things for you. And how do we get into it? Well, we just Google Notebook. Very simple. Click into Google Notebook and here we have it. We're into the system and the software. And even yourself, let me show you. Your notes now a podcast. Turn your PDFs into podcast. Google Notebook is literally built for storing information, learning from it, talking to it, everything about you. It's customizing that AI to work for you in the way you want it to. So we're going to click into Try Notebook, language model, really simple. It'll bring you through to this page, which obviously you can see is completely free. There's been no paywalls, and you just need to log in with a free Google account. If you haven't got one, it takes 2 minutes to make one. At the screen, create a new notebook. Just click on that button and it's going to open up, and immediately it's going to ask you for all the data that you want to put into it. Now I'm going to talk you through step by step 3 examples next. I'm going to build each one each time, but this is where you add that data in, and you can put everything from connecting your Google Workspace, which is the online place you can store all your files with Google, which is amazing because if that is a live environment that changes, this will update for you. So you've constantly, if you're a company that've got loads of processes and procedures or live information, can update from there. Equally, we can add a website, so we can put articles in, all the information from a website, YouTube video, and then anything else, all the other normal things like PDFs and files that it can learn from, even images. literally anything. And I think it's really powerful with the YouTube stuff because it understands what everyone says and you can put in the custom information that you want to know and want to learn from and work with. So let's go on to the third bit, which is ways we can use Google Notebook to start benefiting your job and your life day to day and make work so much easier for you. First example, let me talk you through it. So what we're going to do, we're going to build a notebook for a company or for anyone who's wanting to learn something whereby we've got instructions or processes step by step. And then we're going to take those instructions and processes and build a helpful quiz from it to learn it. So this could be learning from something for yourself. What I think this is really powerful for is if you are a business owner with a team and you've got company processes and they ask you questions about what they have to do next all the time, you can put it into this, and someone who's been with you 10 years or 10 minutes can ask this every single question and they get the answers instantly. And equally you can build the resources from it for them to learn it autonomously. But it just saves time. It just makes things quicker for you because you're not answering questions, and it makes it easier for them to learn because they don't feel silly for asking questions. How do we build it? Upload sources. And then as you can see, this is going to open up onto our folders, whatever it might be, so you can surf all your folders to bring the documents through, or obviously put in a Google Drive and connect to Google Drive. So what we're going to do here is, look, we're a sales company in this. We're working in a sales department and we're building a lovely little helper to answer all our questions about our sales processes. Sounds fun, right? But it is helpful. So work instruction quote, CRM, scribe workthrough, fantastic, and upload that. And you'll see as quickly as possible now. These blue rings are revolving. Once they're done, it's understood. So sales system, work instructions, compendium. What a beautiful title. So Google Notebooks understood all this information straight away, and you would have noticed all this is coloured out because you can make all these from it. So let's just test it, right? Say I'm someone that has just joined the sales team. I'm a new starter. Step 1 in raising a quote. Really simple, okay? So what it's doing now is thinking, it's going into the data that is already analysed, assessing around. There we go, look at this. All this information, step by step. So it's a little coach for you. Now let's make it even more powerful, more useful. We want to test ourselves on do we know all the information because we're learning, or test team or anybody else. Let's quick quiz. Now you'll notice, and I'll show you this in the next couple of steps, each one of these has a little pencil on. This pencil quite literally just means you can edit something about it. So we're going to go and build this quiz, and I'm going to pick fewer. Short quiz, just little questions, just testing someone's knowledge or even my own, and I'm going to make it really easy. And it's brilliant because you can edit all this. And now in this bottom box here, we can actually tell it what quiz we want to do. So let's just say I'm testing myself on the general steps of the process. And then when we click generate, Google Notebook's going to do all the work for us. And you'll see it down here. So it's building the 4 sources are these 4 documents here. And it's building it based on that. Now this note thing here, you can add these notes and this will just assist essentially how this data works. But we've made that quiz. It's going to take about a minute, and then instantly we've got a quiz based on all of our data to make our data quite literally alive and our information alive and make things so much easier to go through. And just like that, the quiz is done. Let's click on it, open up and see what we've got. According to the walkthrough, what is the very first action to take when a customer like Brightline Engineering calls to request a quote? And here we have all the answers. I ain't gonna lie, there we go, I got it wrong. Right answer, move on to the next one. How amazing is that? So that is the first one. That is turning your data, or any information you would want Notebook to know, into a living teacher that can go step by step with you and answer any questions you have about processes, information, procedures, and how to build a quote to test yourself, your team, or anyone else. Now, use case number 2. I'm going to show you how to put a YouTube link into Notebook, allow Google to analyse it automatically and learn everything from the video, everything that's said or taught within the video. And then what's amazing is we're going to create our own audiobook/podcast from it instantly, without doing any effort at all, just taking the link. Let's jump into it. So I'm going to create a new notebook here, and it's going to open this blank resource, and now I'm going to jump quickly into the wonderful YouTube, and I'm going to do this on, what do we want to learn today? I'm going to learn how to knit, okay? How to knit. Because I want to create my own podcast on all the very best bits of information of how we can knit. And all you're going to do is click into YouTube, paste the link, and boom, it's going to start analysing it for you. And we'll take a couple of these links. We want to make sure we know how to knit across a few people's different instructions. So we'll just keep adding these sources in. And remember now, 50. You can do up to 50, which I think is a huge amount of data to be able to analyse. And we're going to, do you know what? We're going to jump into this scarf because...
In this video, I'll show you how to...
And we're going to jump into this scarf video because it's getting damn cold in the UK. I don't know wherever you are in the world, but I could do with a nice new woolly scarf. I might actually take this seriously. Anyway, each one of these YouTube videos now has been uploaded into this database, into this information. You can see it's already offering us options. So we can start asking questions here. Best way to knit a scarf. Obviously, this can be really specific to every information that you want. We've still got a quoting quiz from before, so I'm just going to jump that off. Sifting through the pages, it's telling you what it's doing. And here we go. Look at this. All the information we need. Oh, God alive. Look at it. It's a beast. It's a beast in terms of what it can bring back for you. Now we've had all this wonderful information from these YouTube videos, let's make it easier for us to learn. And we're going to go for a audio overview. Now I can click on the pencil again because it's going to give us some really cool options. We've got a deep dive, so it's a bit like a podcast host. A bite-sized overview to help you grasp the core ideas quickly. A critique, a debate. So what are we going to do here? Let's do a short deep dive, and I want to know everything I can about scarf knitting. Oh, need the eye. Okay, and then we'll click generate. And once again, like the quiz we just done, you're going to see this come back in a few minutes. So we will come back and I'll play this to you, our own audiobook, raised off of data that we've given to Notebook. How powerful is that? Anything you want here, you can learn on the go. And obviously, these examples I'm talking through, they've got so many different use cases in different ways, because we've got 8 options here to build. We haven't even got on to report building, all notes and stuff, and obviously you can play around with these yourself and build things for yourself from it. And the third option I'm going to give you is even more helpful for work or whether you're studying, whatever it might be. But stuff like this allows you to learn. It's just insane. You can just build your own bite-sized pieces of knowledge from any data you want, and it does all the heavy lifting and the hard work for you. It took about 2 or 3 minutes to make. Now, what I love about this, right, is you can actually now talk to it. You've created your own conversation from the data in the way you wanted it to. So you can have a conversation and learn from it. But I'm just going to quickly play you this audiobook so you can see exactly how epic this would be for yourself. And like I said at the start of the video, 1,000,001 use cases for being able to build your own bite-sized chunks of audio conversations and podcasts on the exact things you want. Blending YouTube videos together. Even it could just be learning a script that you might have for a presentation. It could be learning data or going over information and report while you're driving. Talk to it, have conversations with it, everything here. Insane.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're getting very practical. We're going to talk about turning a simple ball of yarn into a perfect wearable scarf.
Exactly. We've sort of distilled all the beginner tutorials out there down to the 3 essential moves.
Skimming forward.
You're out into the horrifying trapezoid.
I know exactly the trapezoid you mean. Yes, there's a secret technique. It's called the salvage edge.
And it sounds complicated.
That sounds incredible. And that's just taken everything from the YouTube video and turned it into our own version of a podcast with all the things we want to learn about it. Let's talk to the hosts. Let's see how this goes.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're getting very practical. We're going to talk about...
Oh, hey, I think our listeners got something to say.
Oh, hello. I'm just wondering what you believe to be the easiest way to knit a scarf is, please.
Oh, that is a fantastic question.
Welcome and thank you for chiming in.
You're actually helping us frame this entire episode.
Because the easiest way to knit a scarf is exactly what we're covering.
It boils down to only a few steps.
Right. It's cast on, just the basic knit stitch and cast off.
So there we go. I'm not going to bore you with the basics of knitting, but you can have a conversation with information that you want to learn and essentially speak to experts based on that information you've got from YouTube videos, let alone your own data, let alone a book you could upload, a PDF here. If you've got a copy of a book, think about it. Mind-blowing. And on that note, let's move on to our third amazing notebook example that will blow your bloody mind. And that is dealing with the one thing that makes us all so bored, and that's our notes. You're learning something, you're in work, whatever it might be, taking any notes you have from a meeting, from a lecture, from simply just trying to learn and revise something, and turning it into your very own personalised presentation to share with people, or even a mind map instantly, an interactive mind map you can work with. So, let me show you how it works. And you guessed it, create a new notebook. And we're going to upload our sources. So this time we're just going to add in some notes. So you could copy and paste some meeting notes, but what I've done is I've put essentially my own meeting notes from a hypothetical meeting into a PDF to show you how cool this is and how quick it does some amazing things. So we're going to go upload source meeting notes, and there we go. So imagine now you could literally do every bit of notes you've had. Say you go to a lecture, say you learn something every week or a couple of times a week. Most importantly, what I love is in a business setting, you know, like those automatic notes you get from Zoom calls now, or notes you write down for yourself. Imagine uploading all of this so you never forget a thing, and giving access to everyone you work with, or your team, your department, your company, everyone. Wildly beneficial. So jump off audio view. I've already analysed everything, and I'm going to show you how to do a couple of simple, easy things with this data. So let's think, we've had this meeting, we've got our notes here, and we want to visualise it. So we're going to click mind map, and this will analyse the data and essentially turn it into an interactive mind map that we can click through the topics. So it breaks it down into, like I like to call it, a bit of a waterfall, which is your big topics and what they break down into what's been mentioned. So as an example, we've got quarterly operations review, Q1. So this is a note from our Q1 meeting of the year, and key bottlenecks identified. So let's have a look at them, and I've summarised this data. Slow email responses, manual quoting. Okay, that's that. Maybe let's have a look. Risks and issues. What risks and issues did we discuss? And now we've got a visual interactive mind map that we can share with people that wasn't in the meeting, or we can come back to. I think each time we add these notes, it builds and builds and builds. Let's do another one. So we want to just make sure everyone knows what we went through in this meeting and quickly sit. How about we build a report from it? But no one likes reports, so maybe a visual slide deck. We're going to present this back to our team to know everything they knew about. So we're just going to do some presenter slides and just go, I'm reporting these notes back to my team. I want to go over it with them. Think about it. You know, you want to make a PowerPoint presentation on some pieces of data. You've got to present some new data to some stakeholders, some leaders, a customer, a client, whatever it might be, and you need to put it together quickly. We can put all our notes and information that we've got on that topic into this, and then generate the slide deck. And obviously, you can spend five or 6 minutes typing all the instructions and key bits of details into this, and it's going to generate automatically a slide deck for you in the space of 1 or 2 minutes on all of this data. And obviously, like I showed you before, we can click off you if you had, 12 months worth of meeting notes every single week. And we could instead just click off to focus on one set of meeting notes, or click onto all of them and focus on all. So I'll come back to you once this is finished generating, so you can just see how powerful and simple it is to create slide decks. And there we have it. From meeting notes to what I believe to be one of the most beautiful looking, incredible presentations with actual visuals that are built for this. This one is wild, insane, all knotted up and tangled into smooth flows. Love that. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And you've done nothing, and this is free. And that's how powerful Notebook is. So imagine all these things you could be doing with it yourself. And there we go. That is the wonderful, the amazing Google Notebook. And how you can open up your own notebook, start creating hundreds of notebooks completely for free, all with 50 sources of information, YouTube videos, PDFs, PowerPoints, documents, whatever it might be we're working on. You can put it into there, start talking to it, and start getting a notebook to build you things from it. Different mind maps, different podcasts you listen to on the go and learn in a different way, even flashcards. This is just incredible, and you will start to find your own ways of using it to build productivity and to improve the way you work the more you use Google Notebook. Now, I hope that was helpful. If you've got any questions, or you want any more information on how you can start using bits of AI exactly like Google Notebook in improving how you work and how much work you get done, then please just let me know down in the comments below. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have an epic